High frequencies, everyone. I did notice that something was going on with the sound, so I've connected it to my speaker. I'm gonna see if it is louder. Don't know. But anyway, going to tap into the dream state. Before I go into the dream, I do want to retract back to yesterday's dream. Yesterday, I talked about me seeing a friend's ankle being extremely strained, and it was a little contraption that was on the legs, and I zoomed in with my third eye to heal it, and we were doing exercises with what I figured was my soul tribe or spirit team with her. Go last night, we had a Tao receiving ceremony. If you are familiar with Taoism, then you'll know what three treasures. So we did three treasures, and one of the members there, one of my spiritual sisters, she comes in and she has this contraption on her foot, and she has sprained her ankle. So I told her about the dream, and I'm just like, and I sent her the video because I'm just like, this is serious. Like, I just had this dream. I really did. And I did the video earlier today. And it was just ironic, but nothing, of course, is by happenstance. And I'm very serious when I talk about light work and being a light worker and sending out energy and doing work in other realms, that these things really are happening, okay? You are really doing the work. In another group I'm in, I know a friend of mine, she was saying that someone that she knew had been, dreaming of her. But in the dream, she had been doing some work to help her, and she didn't know why she was thinking about her in this reality. But her friend was also dreaming of her, and she was helping her through her situation. So as light workers, we are really doing the work. If you don't even know that you're a light worker, this is one of the things to know. One of the things you'll be able to feel or see, or maybe if you're thinking about somebody and they show up, or if they're coming into your dreams, like I've been explaining. And excuse my allergies. Every time I wake up, and I'm just waking up, so they're a little flared up. If they're appearing in your dreams, like I've been explaining, and you're doing work with people, you may not know who they are, or you may know who they are, all of that, okay, all of that is a part of light work, and so many other things, but those are some key pointers that I've seen for myself to let me know that I'm a light worker. So I just wanted to get that out because that was really cool that I was able to see it the same day. It actually gave me confirmation of what's going on and what I'm doing. And I really, when I zoomed in with my third eye to work on her ankle, I was really working on someone that I knew specifically, and it just really brought it all together yesterday for her healing. Going into the dream now, there was another part of the dream, and this does happen sometimes. That part is a little fuzzy. So what I'm hoping will occur is while I'm talking about the latter half of the dream, the first part will come back to me. If not, because it's trying to come in. You know how you can feel it, like you having these little snippets, these little flashes of visions on the dream. That's what's going on right now, and I'm feeling it, like trying to like ease back in. But the latter dream was so vivid, it kind of like overshadowed that first part of the dream, because I dreamt that I woke up and I went back to sleep. But that part of the dream was powerful too. It has something to do with my family and magic. And I really want to tap back into that because it was a powerful part too. But I'm going to this dream that I just had. Okay. So for some reason, and I feel like this was a timeline, a different timeline, parallel universe. another one of my existences in another reality. Um, and it's so crazy. It's just a disclaimer. I am vegan in this reality. And I haven't had dreams of this in forever. So I pull up to what seemed like a Target or some type of grocery store, maybe in Target or a grocery store. And I leave my car outside, go inside, and there's a KFC. I went in there to specifically go to the KFC. So you know how in these, sometimes in stores, like we'll see McDonald's and Walmart, you know, things like that. So it's a KFC in this store, like over to the side. It wasn't, you know, a main brick and mortar outside. They had their little situation indoors in the store. So I go and I get in line, and I wanted to get the 2-piece. I think the 2-piece was on sale. I was saying it was $2.99. There was a coupon. I said I want to get the 2-piece $2.99. Well, it was this long line, and it was one person it was this one male energy that was serving the food. And he kept asking me, like, what 2 pieces do you want? And I was like, I was thinking in my head, like, breast and a leg or something. I think that's what I got. And there was this lady behind me. Now, we have been waiting for a long time in line. Like, we have been waiting forever. And it was crazy because in the dream, it was like I didn't eat meat either, but I was going to get some KFC. When I go in there, went a little fast. So when I go in, I saw somebody I know while I was going to KFC, and I was trying to make sure they didn't see me because I didn't want them to see me going getting chicken because I'm like, I don't eat meat. And so I get in line. It was another lady, a little bit older than me. Felt like she was a little bit older, a little frail or sickly. She was behind me. I was in front of her. I got my 2-piece. Then there was somebody in front of me because the line was long. It's like it was just a long wait. They were just slow. And so I got my 2-piece. And then while I was in line, I started to close it was like I was feeling faint and sickly. And not really pain that I could feel, but I felt very faint. Like my body needed whatever was in the chicken to be able to liven it back up. Right. So I was going nodding out, feeling really faint. My energy was just low, and they were just moving so slow, and I just really felt like I was about to pass out. I was just feeling really faint. The lady behind me, she was kind of having the same feelings, but she was more sickly or something. I don't know what that was. So anyway, I go to the car. They have a disagreement. The workers there, they have a disagreement. Somebody decides to leave. They get angry, and then they're short-staffed. The rest of the day, it's just one person. I go to the car, I eat the chicken, and I'm just eating it up, all the way down. No, I started eating the chicken in line. That's what happened. It was taking them so long. He had gave me my food, and I was waiting in line to ring up. I started eating the breast before I even get to the front. I started eating the chicken because I was so my energy had just dropped and gone. And so I started to eat the chicken, and I'd almost ate it up, and then she rings me up. Then I go to the car, I finish it up, and I remember throwing the bones outside the car. And then the lady behind me, I think she needed me to take her somewhere. I'm not quite sure, but she came out to the car. Then I remember getting out of the car. When I'm getting out of the car, this one didn't make any sense. I'm getting out of the car, and then it's like I have this little boy with me. It's like my son. It's like, looks like he's about 5 or 6, little boy. And I travel with this little boy a whole lot. I don't know if it's my real son in his reality when he was little. That's what it feels like. Um, could be somebody's part of my spirit team, or it could be my masculine energy, or it could be all of it. Who knows? All of it is one anyway, right? So anyway, there's a football game going on at this building. Now I'm at this school. There's this football game that's going on. There's an announcer. The announcer is outside. He's on the side of the building where I am. So me and a little boy, we're walking around to go into the stadium, and we see a swimming pool. And that's when the announcer was like, no, you're going the wrong way. You need to go around to 106. You need to go around to gate 106. You need to go around to gate 106. I was like, okay, we're going to go around gate 106. We got it. And key numbers, again, you know, I say it's always some math to it, to the Tahuti, to the wisdom that's going on here. So we got to, you know, keep up and understand the symbolism that I'm giving you, because, yeah, it's not like just a TV movie. This is a lot of symbolism, and I'll go into it. So he's telling me go around to gate 106. Now, we're getting ready to go around to gate 106. I lean down, talk to the little boy. I'm asking him, do you want to leave? Or do you want to go to the game? Do you want to go somewhere? I think it was leave or go swimming or something. Do you want to go to the game? And he was like, do you want to leave or go to the game? Do you want to leave or go to the game? And he was like, he wanted to. I was like, okay, we just going to go to the game. So as we're getting ready to go to gate 106, we see these eggs along the way. Okay, I'm like, it's an egg? And it was like, not like a egg you probably are thinking about that you eat, like the eggs you buy at the store. But it was like a decorative egg that they had put gifts and prizes or something that was in. And they were beautiful. They was really cute. I know here at one point, people were decorating rocks and leaving them at different places around the city. That's how this was. These people were decorating what it looked like. People had decorated these eggs, and prizes were inside, but they were egg shaped. So I was like, wow, this is pretty. So I see one small one, and I take it, and I put it in my jacket pocket. And then we're walking, and we're seeing some more. So I see another one, and I see one that's rolling like this. And it wasn't rolling going anywhere. It was just on its side. It was just rotating. I was like, oh, and it looked like a sleeping bag. I was like, oh, it looks like there's a sleeping bag on that one. Then I saw another one that was a little big and almost looked like what we've seen before, possibly in different books, of a dinosaur egg. And it was about this big. And again, it was that burgundy red color that I talked about with the lady yesterday that had that growth around her. It was that color. And I went to get that one. I was like, I want this egg. And it was just something about it that called out to me. And I went and got that egg. But there were all these different eggs that were out there that I could have chose from. Now, fast forward, move forward. Out of that, another part of the dream. Another part of the dream, I am what it felt like was with my husband in a reality, or a mate or a partner. Not sure who he was, but we were very close. And we were laying down. And I was laying on his chest. And that's when he said, I just remember him saying, we need to listen to Tupac to open our heart chakra. And I was like, okay. And then he put on Dear Mama. So I was like, okay. Wasn't weird in a dream. But when I woke up, I was like, okay, listen to Tupac to open the heart chakra. So I looked up Tupac. And Tupac Amaru was the last, I believe, ruler or of the Incan Empire or something. He was the last one, and the name means Shining Serpent, So Tupac Amaru means shining serpent, and then Shakur means thankful. So it's like, oh, thankful for the shining serpent. So remember the other day, I told you about the dream with my friend. She had the snake and she was training it for it to know and to adapt to her squeeze around, the front part of the head of the snake. And so now we go back to this Tupac Shakur opening up the heart chakra, this shining serpent. Thankful for the shining serpent that opens up the heart chakra, right? We're listening to the shining serpent that opens up the heart chakra, and we're being thankful for it. So listening to the serpent. So during the dream, I feel like there's serpent energy, the kundalini energy that comes up. And I read in a book, I think it's the limiting current that goes up and the manifesting current that goes down. So it brings the energy up from the Mudalahara, Sariswana, Manipura, then the Anahata right here, the heart chakra. And we always think about the chakras being in one line, but the chakras, are oriented, in different ways throughout the body. These are the spinning wheels, the chakras, or the wheels. And if you go into really more about the chakras, it'll tell you, or you do studies on it, it's going to tell you the whole story about the people and the mythology that's behind it. It talks about the history and how it came, how chakras and what's even calling them the chakras come into play. But I thought that was really interesting that I was laying there on his chest, my head on his chest, really, right? Ear to his heart. And then he was telling me to listen to Tupac to open up the heart chakra. And then I wake up to look up, okay, well, what does Tupac mean? We all think, Tupac Shakur. We're thinking the rapper, and we're not knowing that Tupac Amaru Shakur was actually the last, in Peru, it was the last Incan ruler there. And names mean shining serpent, and Shakur means, Tupac Amaru means shining serpent, and Shakur means thankful. So just letting me know that serpent coiled, or the coiled energy, which is referred to as the serpent coming up to the Anahata, to the heart chakra, to open up the heart chakra. So there was work that was being done in the astral realm to raising that energy up to open up the heart chakra, and laying there working on my heart chakra with my divine masculine energy that was being reflected back to me, of telling me to even do that and to raise that energy up and to open up the heart chakra. So I thought that was really cool. So today I'm just really going to be thinking about and raising up the heart chakra, because I think that was information that was told to me to bring back here. Simply put, why? Is because when you go through these travels, your crown chakra, is already, especially when you can really remember these dreams, your crown chakra is already like highly activated because you're tapped into other realities. But it's the information that you receive from when you go out, that feelers, those tentacles, that energy, those vibrational signals that we receive, that we bring back here in this reality to work on. So like gate 106, the symbolism of the egg, right? And everything that the egg symbolizes. And knowing that there's something within the egg, that the egg is it's the generation of creation, When we think about an egg, we always think about, creation or a baby or something being inside of it. It also can be nourishing. We think about the egg, we think about foundation. We think about something beginning in an egg, like it starts in an egg. Even our existence, us as physical beings, start is in an egg. Even what we're in this reality is an egg. It's just a big, dome. It's an egg. If you even look at what they're calling the earth, is one big round circular ball or an egg. Women have eggs, right? We have ovaries, and we have the eggs that take in the sperm, right? One sperm hits that egg, and guess what? You have this beautiful gift inside of this egg until it's ready to come open and be released. So me receiving and picking up these different eggs was me taking in or taking into me what resonates for the next key of my existence. It was information that I needed to take on, of keys of information of creation that was inside of this egg. And I think that that's definitely going to be my meditation for today, because I picked up 2 eggs. One I put in my pocket. The other one I remember I was really attracted to. I was going to get it, and that's when I got zoomed to the other dream about Tupac Amaru Shakur, the Shining Serpent. Thankful for the Shining Serpent, right? Of opening up the heart chakra. So yeah, that was my dream last night. And there were other parts. And the other parts it wasn't as smooth. There were a lot of different things going on. It's still trying to come back to me, and I'm not having much of a recall right now that I can put into words at this time. So if it comes back to me fully, where I can give a verbal interpretation of the vibrational signals, then I'll do another video to give that out to you, because it definitely was something that needs to be shared with the collective, and it's been halted for whatever reason.